It is currently the 30th of August. This is a request for assistance. This is an SOS. I am being horrifically harassed by the police. I have lost at least 2 years of my life now because of abuse by these fuckers. What they've done is that they attempted to bankrupt me by stopping money from coming through. They've made me look at times worse and worse of a person because then you can't pay your debts, so now you're a bum. I'm living in a homeless shelter. They destroyed my credit rating because they stopped me from being able to work, because every time I do a job interview it's legal testimony. I'm constantly having harassment from undercover cops, and they're usually pretty easy to identify, and when I do identify them I give them a fucking verbal spraying. They're useless shits. Fuck the police. To think, and it's so funny because I sometimes have this paternalistic attitude. I feel like I'm like a pet to them, like a dog or something that they get to pat, right? They get to feel as if they're taking care of something or they're nurturing the community. Fuck you. Fuck these guys. What they want is that they want a place where they can feel like they're being good community Samaritans. They're serving the community. It's like, no, they chose an occupation and they act in such a way where they get to abuse vulnerable people down low who are having it tough and ruin their fucking lives. I've lost 2 years of my life. I can't have a social life. I can't do a whole lot of things because of interference by the police. I have to be strategic about how I do things so I'm able to have enough variables in my control so I can identify when I'm dealing with plants. It is fucking heinous. Fucking heinous. And for them to think at all that they have any respect, that they are worth any respect from me or the community after they have so thoroughly fucked up in front of the community is laughable. They can eat the fucking shit from my asshole. That's what I think of the police. That's what I think of law enforcement. And you notice how, in general, I'm very gracious and forgiving. I try and make peace with people. I understand where they're coming from. I have a little bit of a Buddhist streak. But my God, when you have been abused this thoroughly and you've had your life ruined because of incompetence by the authorities, and not just incompetence, but by the malice and the lack of their own self-awareness and being held in their worldview, and that's the biggest thing, because you need to slot into their view of the world, right? They don't care. They don't have the kind of complex, the philosophical sophistication that social scientists need to develop to be able to be effective in their role. They're just these very basic fucking people who slide themselves into a system of authority where they have authority, and because they've got authority, the person next to them who has authority, who's also a complete shit eater, has they feel as if it's justified. But what's really happening is that they're just shitting into each other's mouths over and over again through comradeship and shit, saying that what they're doing is justified when they're abusing vulnerable people. And the end result is this big stinky shit. And that big stinky shit is Arse. That big stinky shit is the AFP and the local police. Definitely the Queensland police in Toowoomba. And the fucking terrible thing is that I've made friends with these people at different times. It's like, my God, right? No, fuck the police. Seriously, someone says they join the police, I hope their fucking toenails fall off. I've tried to have a different view of these things, I really have, and I'm gonna give a much longer rant about this in a few minutes. But they're cunts. It's like, there's a Sartre quote about, how can you fucking respect the people who's executing you? Why would you do that? Why would you respect your abuser? Right? Why? And then they look at the fallout from it, where I'm now this alcoholic mess, which they've fucking created. They did this to me. They fucking did this to me. And I was being oriented towards good this entire fucking time. And these philosophically unsophisticated shitfucks, these 100 IQ geniuses, have ruined my fucking life. And it's terrible. And there are so many vulnerable people who have had similar fates. I remember the first time I had I saw this was when I was in Toowoomba and I was 17 and I didn't know better. I didn't know who the police were. And what happened is that I had a gun license, a miner's gun license. And there was these kids who had done a little bit of vandalism in a shopping centre. They looked through the pictures and I looked kind of like one of those kids. So they went to my house, they showed me the footage and they said, hey, who are these people? And because I was I didn't know that you don't fucking talk to the police, and now I never fucking do. And they were like, and I said, hey, no, that might be this guy from my high school. And it's like, oh, what's your high school? Oh, Christian Outreach College. And they're like, oh, he's just a good country boy, isn't he? Oh, we won't worry about that. Like, they look at people, vulnerable people who are doing it tough or have had bad shit happen to them, and they're like, oh, those are the people that we fucking persecute. And to an extent, because there is a little degree of property crime and more, high frequency of crime in that population, because those people are fucking trying to survive, they go after them. They go after them. And I haven't done anything. Like, the worst thing I've got is that I've got a credit card debt which I can't pay off because they're fucking with me. I've got a couple of overdue library books which I can't fucking get paid off as well. And these sacks of shit, these fucking sacks of shit, they will keep fucking me over and making my life worse and then fucking worse. And then they're like, hey, look at this guy. He's a shit fuck. Look at him. He's fucking homeless. He's having all these problems. There's something wrong with him. It's you shits. You're doing this to me. Fuck the police. Fuck them. Fuck them. Who the fuck? They're useless. And when they're not useless, they're actively malevolent. That's the fucking police.